And this is better. This is more professional. And now let's actually override the toString method that we actually inherit from the superclass. So what is the superclass in this case? So as you know, all classes in Java explicitly or implicitly inherit all of the features and behaviors that are inside of the object class. So here this student class, as you can see here, implicitly inherits all of the features and behaviors that are inside of the object class. So here I can just type in toString, and here let's actually delete this line of code that is inside of this toString method. And now we can actually put in our own implementations inside of this toString method. Now I'm gonna actually paste in a line of code here, and then I'm gonna explain to you what's going on here, okay? So here I am saying return string.format, and inside the double quotes, as you can see, I am specifying the format of my string value. So this %s, as you can see here, is for this name here, as you can see. So %s colon space, and we have another %s here. This token is for this get name method, okay? And we have a %n here. So this %n is actually a neoline character, okay? We have another %s here. So this %s is for this course name here, okay? Colon space, and we have another %s here, and this %s is for this get course name here, okay? So now let's actually go back inside this main activity.java file here, and inside of this onCreate method, let's actually put in our own codes here, okay? So first of all, let's actually create an object from the TextView class here, as you can see. Here I am actually creating an object from this TextView class, txt polymorphism assignment operator, and here I am saying find view by id r.id.txt polymorphism, okay? So now let's actually create an array of type life insurance objects. As you can see here, this is a life insurance interface, and inside of this main activity.java file and inside of this onCreate method, I want to actually create an array of type life insurance. So now I'm gonna paste in some lines of code here, and then I'm gonna explain to you what's going on here. So here, as you can see here, first of all, in line 19, I actually specified that I want to actually create an array of type life insurance. As you can see, the name of this array is life insurances assignment operator, and here I want to instantiate this array by saying that this array can actually accept free objects of type life insurance, okay? An array that can refer to actually life insurance objects, okay? So the size of this array is free, okay? And here in line 20, as you can see, for the index 0 of this array, this life insurances array, I want to assign a value, okay? So life insurances subindex 0 assignment operator new student. So here I want to actually create an object of type student, okay? New student. So as you can see here inside of this student class, as you can see, this class, because this class actually implements this life insurance interface, there is actually a relationship between these two classes. So student is a life insurance, okay? There is actually is a relationship between these two, between this student class and this life insurance interface. There is a relationship between these two, this student class and this life insurance, okay? So let's go back inside this main activity.java file here, and here I created an object of type student, and here, as you can see, the constructor of this class is actually being called name John. The name of the student is John. The course is Android development, and here this is the cost of the life insurance, okay, 1,000. And here, as you can see in line 21, for the index number 1 of this life insurances array, here I created an object of type boxing, okay? So again, as you can see inside of this boxing class, this boxing class actually inherits all of the features and behaviors that are inside of this sport class, okay? And this sport class actually implements this life insurance interface. So there is actually a relationship between this boxing and this life insurance interface, okay? So let's go back inside this main activity.java file here. Here I actually created an object of type boxing, and the constructor of boxing is actually being called boxing fighting by using only hands, boxing uniform, and these are the values for the constructor of this boxing class. Okay, and here for the index number 2 of this life insurances array, as you can see here, I created an object of type kickboxing. So again, because kickboxing actually inherits all of the features and behaviors that are inside of this boxing class, and this boxing class inherits all of the features and behaviors that are inside of this sport class, and this sport class actually implements this life insurance interface. So this kickboxing and this life insurance, as you can see here, there is a relationship between this kickboxing class and this life insurance interface. So inside of this main activity.java file here, as you can see, I can actually create an object of type kickboxing, as you can see, and here, as you can see, the constructor of this kickboxing class is being called kickboxing, fighting by punching and kicking, kickboxing uniform, and these are the values for the constructor of this kickboxing class, as you can see here. Okay, now I'm gonna actually paste in some lines of code here, and then I'm gonna explain to you what's going on here. Okay, so as you can see here, these are the lines of code that I actually pasted here. So first of all, in line 29, I actually declared a string variable, okay, old txt polymorphism, and then I actually created a for loop. Okay, so this is actually an enhanced for loop, and here I want to actually iterate over the values that are inside of this life insurances array. Okay, so life insurance object colon life insurances. Okay, and inside of this for loop, as you can see here, I am instantiating this old txt polymorphism variable. I just referred to the name of this variable old txt polymorphism assignment operator. Here I actually referred to the name of this object that is of type text view. So txt polymorphism dot get text dot toString. Here I am getting the text of this txt polymorphism text view, and I am converting that value to a string value. Okay, and then I am assigning that value to this old txt polymorphism variable that I actually declared in line 29. And in line 34, as you can see here, I just referred to the name of this object, txt polymorphism dot set text string dot format. Okay, old txt polymorphism plus this value. Okay, and here I am specifying the format of this string value. Okay, %s. So this %s is actually for this insurance object dot toString method. Okay, the specific insurance object that is actually inside of this life insurances array. Okay, so for example, for the first time that this loop is going to be executed, it's gonna actually, the insurance object is the object that is inside of the index 0 of this life insurances array. Okay, for example, this student, and then it's gonna actually call the toString method of this that is inside of this toStudent class on this object. And then, as you can see here, this is the another argument for this format. As you can see here, we have %s, %n, and this %s is for this argument here, life insurance cost colon space. We have a %d here, so insurance object dot evaluate cost of insurance. So again, we are calling the evaluate cost of insurance method that is specific to the actually object, to the specific object that is inside of this life insurances array. Okay, so for the first time that this loop is going to be executed, an object of type student is going to be created, and this evaluate cost of insurance method is going to be called on this object. Okay, so now let's actually run our project and see what happens. So here, as you can see, our application actually crashed, and let's go inside this log here and let's see what's the error. Okay, so as you can see here, inside of this log, it says java.util.illegal format conversion exception. %d cannot format java.lang.double. Okay, so as I said before, for double arguments, we need to actually use %f, but mistakenly here we used %d. So change this %d to %f and then run your project again. So as you can see here, now our application is running on this emulator here. As you can see, it says name John, course name Android development, life insurance cost, this value, name boxing, rules fighting by using only hands, uniform boxing uniform, speed required 1000, power required 800, punching power required 2000, punching speed required 5000, life insurance cost 6000. And here you can see name kickboxing, rules fighting by punching and kicking, uniform kickboxing uniform, speed required 2000, power required 3000, punching power required 4000, punching speed required 7000, kick power required 3000, and kick speed required 5000. And here, as you can see, it says life insurance cost 2000. Okay, so as you know, inside of this kickboxing class, I didn't override this evaluate cost of insurance method, okay, because this class actually inherits all of the features and behaviors that are inside of this boxing class. And this boxing class actually provided an implementation for that method. Okay, this kickboxing class actually inherits that behavior, okay, inherits that implementation. And as you can see here, it says life insurance cost 2000. Okay, as you can see here. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you have any questions, please post the discussion in the course, and I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next section.